Toyobu. Yo, man, what's going on already, man? King Recon here. Let me go ahead and check and make sure that everything's good audio wise. Then we're gonna get right into this chapter, man, because let me see. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Yo, today's gonna be a good day, man. Today's gonna be a marvelous day, bro. Because we have Hunter x Hunter today, or I should say right now. And by the time that I get home tonight, well, maybe even before I leave, either before I leave, whenever I get home tonight, part 5 will be out, man. The first episode, bro. So today is gonna be a good day, man. Today is gonna be a good day. Hunter x Hunter, JoJo later. It's gonna be a good day, bro. It's gonna be a good day, man. So let's get right into this chapter. Chapter 383, titled Escape. And Hunter x Hunter, man, the past 2 chapters have been widely different from each other. The first chapter was very freaky, yet did advance the plot a little bit. And the second chapter that was released last week with Hulkenberg was intense, man. Really, really good chapter last week. So looking forward to seeing what Togashi has in store for us this week, man. Chapter 383, Escape. Without further ado, I hereby declare the first Sunday evening banquet to be underway. For tonight's entertainment, we have a music performance organized by the royal family. Do look forward to it. The day to take action draws near, man. The banquet, bro. Although I must make one regretful announcement. That 8th Prince Saleh Saleh, who proclaimed that tonight's performance will change the world, will not be in attendance due to poor physical health. So they're not even going to say this man died? They're not going to release that information unless he's really not dead. But regardless, maybe it's just they're hiding the info. But I'm still a believer, man, that my man Saleh Saleh will change the world, bro. But we'll see. We'll see. There are still many other thrilling, wonderful performances scheduled for tonight. So please do look forward to them and enjoy them all to the very end. That's like Togashi telling us, there's going to be a lot of wonderful things going down in this banquet. So, buckle your seatbelts. Trust in me, because what you're about to see is going to be absolutely legendary, man. And I have full trust in Yoshihiro Togashi. As you heard, I do apologize for the slight changes. The performances from the first half have just changed to opening up the last half is all right. It's an honor to be the main event. Yo, the main event? Okay. They're out here main eventing, man. They're Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. They're out here pulling a Rock versus Austin, WrestleMania 17, man, or 19 or 15, whichever one you want to do. I mean, they're main eventing, man. They're the last spot on the card. They are what the people are waiting to see. They're what the people paid the money. They when they cashed in their ticket, they said, "I want to see these individuals." That's what it means to be in the main event, man. Especially of something of this caliber, of a banquet, which a lot of people are going to be attending. To be in the main event, and if you're a performer there, that's going to be a huge honor, man. You're going to be very, very excited and ready to go in like swimwear to give it your all. In that case, because it's also a huge responsibility, but it's definitely it's definitely something that you should be grateful for, to be in the main event of anything, let alone such a huge event like the banquet on the ship ride to the Dark Continent, man. The order performers aren't changing though, right? Look at Melody. Okay, then as long as as that's the case, there's no problem. The first and second princes are Nen users, and with them both being absent as well means that much less for us to be anxious about. This is actually quite in our favor. And then here we see a couple of characters. And why should I have to? It's an order from the prince. Performance program: freestyle rap battle, Basho X Hiryuji Hunter Association. Dance performance: servant volunteers. Rock music performance: Izunavi Giuliano Hunter Association. Acapella chorus, Sixth Prince, Private Army Volunteers, short intermission, talk show, Tamazo and Gantai, piano performance, Kini Hunter Association, flute performance, Melody Hunter Association, and then a glass harp performance for the 10th and 11th Prince, man. Yo, Melody's flute performance. We were talking about that last week in the discussion after the chapter, man. We know how Melody is, man. Yo, the flute performance. Dang, we jump right into it. Right here on top, we get to see musical numbers. We get to see a little dancing going on right here on the bottom side. We get to see the whole chorus. This man Togashi's giving it all in a page. I didn't expect that. This man blazed through all of that, like the first things all before intermission in a single page. That's the most un-Togashi-like thing I've ever seen. But hey, man, I'll take it. I'll take it. Servants that go to participate in the performance won't be able to return here anymore. Will they? Won't that cause any difficulty in dealing with the queen? Unlike the princes and queens, a servant suddenly absent wouldn't raise any alarms or cause too much concern. For that reason, if the prince or queen is requested to be in attendance or something, then we'll have to leave here. But if everything goes well, it could be possible to stay confined here until we reach the new continent. I would like to pass as much time as possible peacefully without issue. I fully agree, but in that case, I think it would be best if we could leave at least a few more people here in the room, in the real room 1013. There wouldn't be anything unnatural about it, and it would take some of the load off of the servants that are remaining here. So let's send the hunters assigned to 13th Prince Mariam over to the other side. Saying we're doing all that for security, as long as we're here, then everything is fine. You're the one that said you wanted to maintain things peacefully and without issue. But what about you? I'm staying here. We need a woman's touch around here, right? Shout out to Biscuit, yo. Biscuit, where are you? I'll be right there. The happy-go-lucky young prince seems attached to me too. In that case, I suppose you're right. We need a woman's touch around here, right? She said such a wonderful phrase so carelessly. And then here we see the piano performance right here. We're up next after the next performance. Aren't you nervous, Kachin? We're already up to Melody's performance is next. I'm not the type that ever thinks about failure. What a marvelous performance. Please give a great round of applause for Master Keen. On a serious note, that is one instrument that I've always wanted to learn, is the piano. It's something that I always watch other people play, and one day down the line, I continue to tell myself that I will learn how to play the piano, man. It's an instrument that can invoke so much emotion just based off of the way that you play it. And it's something that I would love to learn by the time that I die, no question. On that bucket list of things that I want to do before I die, one of those is to learn how to play the piano. I think like I said before, it's an excellent instrument. And every single time that I listen to it or listen to somebody that knows how to play it, man, it really inspires me. I'm like, man, I want to learn how to play the piano, dude. But I've always felt that way ever since I was a little kid. With that, and I mean, I tried to learn how to play guitar whenever I was younger, but I said screw it. Drums is something that I really love as well, but the piano, man, I really want to learn how to play the piano, bro, one day. And coming up next, we have a flute performance by Miss Melody from the Hunter Association. Here we go. Yo, Melody. Miss Melody is a music hunter, which means she has mastered all manner of instruments, but among them all, her greatest specialty is the flute. Please enjoy. And Melody's about to play, bro. We're just going over our song. Melody bows. If I play sincerely, I can transport the consciousness of everyone listening to the realm of sound and music for 3 minutes. If Melody plays sincerely, then she can transport the consciousness of everyone listening to the realm of sound and music for 3 minutes. Guys, everything symbolic aside from that statement. The reason why that connects with me so well is because as an artist, that is all you want to do, man. I don't care where it is that you perform your art. Your main goal is to allow people to be so immersed in whatever it is that you're delivering that they leave the realm they're currently in and enter the realm that you have created, man. Regardless of whether that is comics, music, whatever the case may be. That is the main goal, man. That is the main goal, to get so immersed in the product that you are delivering that you forget everything, that you leave the realm you're currently in. Yo, what a line. That is my favorite line of the chapter so far. That might be one of my favorite lines I've read this year, period, in manga, man. If I play sincerely, I can transport the consciousness of everyone listening to the realm of sound and music for 3 minutes. Let's go, man. I mean, Melody wasn't playing. I took it as a symbolic thing. Melody wasn't playing. The moment Melody started playing, I mean, right behind Melody, you just see this massive mountains, flowers, just this huge field of nature right behind her. And you see the clouds up in the skies, but right around it is this black aura, bro. And then you get to see all of the princes looking and listening. Look at their eyes, bro. They're shook. Even Tedishnitch is shook, bro. You know what you're playing is godly when even Tedishnitch is shook, man. Goodness gracious. You see butterflies going around here? See, this is the type of scene that I would just love to see in the anime. But with the way Togashi handled this panel, it's like you don't even need the anime. You can see the impact that it's having on the individuals. Plain as day. Plain as day. Really taking them to another place. Oh man, I kind of wish that we would have stayed there, bro. Hold on, man. Before we continue on the chapter, this is a gorgeous page. This is a gorgeous page. Melody was not playing around with what she said. Dog, everyone is shook, bro. That's all you ask for, man. Whenever you deliver something like this, man. That's all you want, bro. The sense of immersion, man. Yo, Togashi, excellent page, man. Excellent flipping page. I just love the way that this thing is outlined. You have this massive panel on top, and then in the middle you have like a little strip showing the faces of every single one of them. And then on the bottom, you get to see, instead of Melody, more in depth into the plains and seeing the butterflies. It just gives this sense of peace, this sense of that we're all truly entering another dimension here. And he executes it perfectly by splitting the panel in half with their reactions, man. I mean, it's an amazing page in all standpoints. In all standpoints, man. Greatness. Probably my favorite page since he's come back in the hiatus in this current run. Excellent page, man. Kini will lead them to the launch bay for life support boats. Yo, not only are the people that are in the hall where Melody's playing listening to it, but it's being played throughout the speakers. Everyone's listening to this. 2 minutes until you board the lifeboat. Once you get in the water, head full speed west. The door ability will be your final trump card. Uses it only in the flying flag nards? It's a true imminent danger. If you're about to be caught by a pursuer, you should be able to use it from life. If the door won't appear when you imagine Kaiken, then just return to your bedroom on the ship. We'll find some other way to save you without a doubt. Kacho's guardian beast never appeared up until the very end. But please, let those girls escape safely. Hurry, go. Thank you. And we see it jets off like it's a ship heading towards Namek. You can do it. Give it your all. Run with all you've got. Now then. Oh, man. Things are about to pop off, bro. And the princes spread. They spread. These are my wife and daughter. They died in an accident 2 years ago. Ever since then, I've been searching for my place to die. No, you can't. It's fine. This is a plan that absolutely requires someone to take the fall as an individual. Otherwise, it will create a huge obstacle for the entire Hunter Association in the accomplishing of their mission. I believe in my heart that I will see my wife and daughter again, because I also had the privilege of saving 2 wonderful girls. More than anything, there's no way I can stop playing now, as I end up hearing a heart sounding like... You see a little tear going down, bro. You see a little tear. Takes himself out. Man. It's like his final duty, bro. Flipping flag nards, man. I don't know why that hit, bro. That junk real deal hurt. When I saw that he actually went through with it, man, that junk actually hurt. 1344 presently. Saying numbers first refers to the hunter code. Look up the phrases with these numbers, and you see them heading off. We're almost at the exit. The plan worked. Man, dude, what a flipping what a panel, dude. Kachin, we won't ever have to be apart again, right? Of course not. We'll always be together. As long as we've got each other, we'll be fine no matter what. We're going to see a little bit of the outside of the boat here. Fuchi and I know, here we go, hang tight. Oh man, there's this little bit of a sinister aura behind. I don't like that at all, bro. What is this awful feeling? What in the world is that? That don't looks like the Truth Hands. Have you guys ever watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? It looks like the Truth Hands whenever they come out of the Gate of Truth. With you know, those all those hands coming right out and trying to grab your soul, bro. That's some FMA stuff, dog. You see the hands all overwhelming and can't believe the ship doesn't lead to escape, but death? No way! When you leave the ship, you can't escape it because you die. It's not about escaping the ship. The moment that you leave the ship after taking that pact, I'm going to assume that it's only for the princes. Only for the princes participating in the suppression war. That if you attempt to leave, there has to be some sort of contract after taking that thing that they did earlier on that states if you leave this whale, then your soul shall be taken to the shadow realm, bro. We want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh references. Nah, man. Not after all my boy just did. His final mission was to get him out of here. You're telling me that they're not going to make it? We're going back to the ship. You be better. And then you see his hands. Nah, she goes towards it. Kachi. No, you can't cut. Oh, she's still alive. She's still alive. She's still alive. Bro, that didn't scare the flag nards out of me. I was about to say, Togashi, what are you on right now? Kachi, I'm so glad. I was worried. What in the world happened? It's okay, we made it in time. Now let's head back to the boat for now. This ceremony is a lot more troublesome than we expected. There are consequences in place for trying to leave the ship on our own. Thank goodness this man Togashi introduced how their abilities intertwine with each other. Back, I think it was last chapter of the chapter 4. Whenever he was talking about how whenever they're together, their abilities complement each other's. We'll revise our plan and try again. Thank goodness they were together. If they wouldn't have been together, man, the Gate of Truth would have sucked them in. But we've got to lay low for a while. I'm fine as long as I've got you, Kachin. Then you see the boat out there just stranded in the middle of the ocean. Kacho and Fugetsu's guardian beasts are both mutual cooperation types. Fugetsu's exists as a wormhole state, and Kacho's is formless. Fugetsu's beast's ability name is Magical Worm. Teleportation ability, Fugetsu controls the departing trip, and Kacho controls the return trip. And you see them, and they lay down together. Kacho's beast's ability name is Without You. If either one of the two dies, it takes the form of the deceased, staying by the side of the other and protecting her until. Damn. Damn. Man, yo, what? Yo, that that Nenbeast name. Without You. If either one of the two dies, it takes form of the deceased. So that is a Nen. What? Yo, Togashi, relax. Staying by the side of the other and protecting her until death. Wow. I gotta go back a little bit, man. We see the hands going after them. We see it goes slam, Kachin, and then what pops out is the Nen Beast, bro. The Nen Beast is what popped out. And the Nen Beast is acting exactly like she would, bro. Wow, man. Dog, I've seen Togashi write some crazy stuff, man. But that hit home. That hit home, man. That is an incredible way of utilizing a Nen Beast to tackle one's emotional strings. It's like he had all that planned from the moment that he had it in mind that the Nen abilities intertwine. Wow, bro. This entire chapter was flipping sad. I mean, from melody playing, the music hitting the souls of everyone. This man smoked himself to allow them to get out. And then even with that, man, Fujin died. Or no, Kachin, I'm sorry, Kachin. Kachin died. Man, dude. I'm still I can't get over this, bro. It's because of the way these panels are structured. Look at that, because you see them laying down together. And you're like, okay, we'll always be together. Okay, cool. Like everything's good, everything's safe. And then Togashi leaves the plot twist for the end of the chapter, bro. He leaves the plot twist like a madman. You can just hear the narrator saying that as the ending song plays. Kacho's beast ability name is without you. Dun 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 dun. You know, he already eat time and now it starts off. Or wahoo, wah, and then like you hear the ending theme, but now he hears if either one of the two dies, it takes the form of the deceased. Wahoo, wahoo, staying by the side of the other one and protecting her until death. Dun, 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 and then you head into the ending song. You can't tell me that wouldn't happen in the anime, bro. You cannot tell me that would not happen in the anime, man. I could see it clear as day. Dog, this junk legit has me shook right now, bro. What a chapter. That is how you tackle somebody's heartstrings while utilizing Nen Beasts, man. Without you, bro. Good God, man. Togashi, we've got to relax, bro. We've got to relax. I can't stop looking at this final page, dog. I can't stop looking at this final page, bro. You know, let me get my mind off of this final page for a sec, man. Let me go look at that melody panel. Really, look at this panel, bro. Goodness gracious, man. But then you compare this panel, and then you go over here to page 19, bro. Dang, man. Yo, that hurt, bro. What in the flying flagnards? That's crazy, man. Yoshihiro Togashi. It's stuff like this that reminds me why I love this man's writing, bro. This is the way that he's able to do what he does, man. Man is a freaking beast. Goodness gracious. Let me see. Yo, Aragi, bro, thank you very much for letting me know. I just got a notification saying that I got some super chats. Let me see. I apologize, man. I almost forgot that I was live, bro. Dude, that's how much that this final page shook me, dog. I almost forgot that I was live, man. Holy crap. I legit almost forgot that I was live, man. Togashi's sick in the flipping head, man. All right, let me see right quick. Yo, BWizzle TV, man. Thanks a lot for the $5 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate it. I always love looking at your profile picture, bro. The legendary Nakama scene. Sending some positive vibes your way, Meruem and Jump Force. Dude, I would love for Meruem to be in Jump Force, man. I know that based off of what Rhyme Style said, and I always go back to that tweet where it was like the Rose, the King, and they show the 3 Royal Guards. I do strongly believe because we're gonna be getting 9 DLC whenever Jump Force drops, and I'm hoping that of those 9 DLC, because you could go the creators could go one of two ways. Either the DLC could be a part of games that already are confirmed in thing, or they can go with characters that are not in series that have been confirmed in Jump Force. So if they go with characters that are confirmed for Jump Force, Meruem and Netero, to me, man, or at least Meruem and Chrollo, bro, that'd be godly, man. That would be godly. But thanks a lot for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate it, my friend. And then Ronan Midori, man, thanks a lot as well for the $5 super chat, bro. Do you think Melody's performance had an effect on the spiders? That's an interesting comment. We didn't get to see the reactions. We only got to see the reactions of the princess, but I'll tell you what right now. If Tereschnitch, if his heart was pierced by Melody's song, and we know how much of a heartless flipping bastard that Tereschnitch is, and we know that all of the troop have hearts. Berg, for God's sake, we know how much of a big heart Chrollo has, man. Even though his heart is filled with rage right now, it's also filled with a lot of emotion. So I am wondering if that reached the hearts of the troop, man. That is a very, very interesting question. If I was a betting man and those speakers are reaching the troop, I'd say it did reach the troop. And I would say it did have, at the very least, an emotional effect on the troop. There's something about music that can even tumble down the knees of the biggest of giants, man. Something that's the powerful thing about music, yo. But thank you very much, Ronan Midori, for your donation. And Horace, man, thank you very much as well, my friend, for the €5. I don't know why I always get that wrong on stream. Euros, man, flipping euros. All right, because I forgot what I said last time, man. But it was something ridiculous, and I got called out for it. But regardless, thanks a lot, bro. I have 2 recommendations. Gokushu Fudo, a new series about an ex-Yakuza turned housewife, and Skill of Lure, a manhwa dating guru type rom-com. I've heard about the Skill of Lure. I'm pretty sure I think I've seen it before, but I have not seen the other one. Ex-Yakuza turned housewife. That actually sounds very, very fascinating. Is it a slice of life series? Ex-Yakuza turned house. Let me write that down, yo. Gokushu Fudo. Gokushu Fudo. All right, I'm writing that down. That sounds very fascinating. Ex-Yakuza turned housewife. Yeah. Thanks a lot to y'all, man. I really do appreciate it. But holy flag nerds, man. What a chapter. Once again, yo, Araragi, on a serious note, thank you very much for letting me know that I was still live, bro. Because I completely, for some reason, like my mind, I was so caught up into the chapter that I forgot I was live, bro. Goodness gracious. Yo, I agree with you, Joey G, man. This arc is top tier. It's just, when I see stuff like this, it's like we're still only on the boat, bro. We're still only on the boat right there. I was expecting, to be completely invested due to the characters that are involved and stuff that's about to pop off. And in one chapter, Togashi made me care so much about these 2 princes to the point to where it really hit home that one of them died. And he'd been setting it up so perfectly in the past couple of chapters. That this chapter hit home, even with the hiatuses, man. That is how you know that you executed something very, very well. Is that even with a long hiatus, you still feel the emotional impact of a moment like this. You know what I'm saying? Top props to Togashi, man. Top props to flipping Togashi. Let me see. Yo, will you always be live streaming this time Saturdays? It's perfect. No, actually, it's because the past couple of weeks, they've been having me working at a certain time on Fridays where I come home really, really late at night. So I was like, you know what? Since I have this time before I go out and groceries, whatever, let me read some Hunter x Hunter, because I know that JoJo comes out in a little bit or so. I probably won't be able to get to it, but if I do manage to get to it, that'll be awesome sauce. But if not, I'll probably do what I usually do for Fridays anyway, which on Friday nights, whenever I get home from work, I read Hunter x Hunter. Today, I might come home and read some JoJo and watch some JoJo, man. So that'll probably be the plan. But yeah, man. When it comes to Hunter x Hunter, or at least streams at this time on Fridays, which for you said Saturday, it is gonna be a normal thing. But for right now, it kind of is a normal thing because of the schedule that they have at work for me. So let me see. Yeah, Niall, yo, Niall coming in with the facts. Niall says the death flag's on Melody. That's a fact, yo. I didn't even think about it that way. Man, I don't want Melody to die, dog. That's flipping Melody, you know? Man. Flipping Flagnards, dog. That yo, just reading that comment made me sad. I'm watching the stream while in class. Yo, shout out to Sticker Trigger, man. This man Sticker is doing the classic watching stream while in class thing, man. I know how that is, yo. For me, now it's been a watching stream while I work or back whenever I was in college. Same thing, bro. Like whenever a GOAT stream was going down, man, and it was just we were doing classwork, not a lecture. That's all we were doing. Go stop listening to a stream, man. Listening to the stream. Let me see. One Piece and Hunter x Hunter were GOAT this week. I agree, outstanding. To me, that's the second week in a row. Because last week they both delivered really, really good chapters, but this week One Piece delivered an excellent chapter, and Hunter x Hunter delivered an excellent chapter as well, man. And for different reasons, you know, One Piece built up towards the future, but Hunter x Hunter, all of the build up in that one particular storyline leading up to this moment. And God Almighty, man, I just didn't expect that. Ferris says about that 1344 thing that was said in this chapter. Chapter 13 is for the Hunter exam contestant number 44. Hisoka destroyed a house of cards. Oh my. Chapter 13 is for the Hunter exam contestant number 44. Hisoka destroyed a house of cards. Oh my, yo. Oh my. That's all I'm gonna say about that, dog. Let me see. She played her flute when Kurapika first saw the troop, however, they didn't hear it because of the distance. So the tier difference will result in the same. That's fascinating. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I think that where they are right now, I think it will still end up reaching them. But maybe you're right. Maybe the tier difference is too big. I'm not sure. That's an interesting question. But I feel like when it comes to music, it wouldn't matter about the tiers of like how strong you are. I think as long as you feel that emotional impact, then it's going to end up having some sort of effect on you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's less about the tier difference and how strong the troop are, rather than how emotionally unstable the troop are at this point in time. That's just my take on it. Yo, Shar the Dank, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by, yo. Yeah, you do need to catch up to Hunter x Hunter, man. You do need to catch up to the Hunter x Hunter greatness. It's on fire. It's on fire. Have you read Shigurui? It's a samurai manga that Togashi has mentioned in volume 34 when he talked about his thoughts on Hisoka. Samurai manga. You know me, man. I'm all about samurai manga. It's called Shigurui. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I'll try to check it out. I know I still have a bookmarked Samurai Deeper Kyo, which was recommended to me by Michael Mickles in the comments the other day. I still need to get on that as well. I guess the Sully isn't dead yet. He probably faked that so that he wouldn't attend the banquet, and he was bluffing about his world-changing plan so his mom would leave him to do whatever he wants. That is also a fascinating thought. You know, they start off the chapter with that. just saying, Saleh. At first, I thought it was the classic, oh, they're just hiding the fact that Saleh's dead, type of thing. But if it is like that faking of death of sorts, I would not be surprised. Let me see. Recon, do you think that this is the chapter the editor was hyping up? It possibly could be. It was a very, very sad chapter. Very, very sad chapter, and a really, really excellent chapter. It possibly could be the one that he was talking about. Because, of course, usual editors gassing up what they say, but by God, man, this is a really, really well done chapter. And that plot twist at the end was really, really shocking and really hits home. Like whenever you read that dialogue right there, it gets to you, man. It's like, why the fuck? I already felt it whenever Keamy took himself out for the next generation, man. And then that junk hit me. But the final, dude, nah, man. That final page was on some One Piece stuff to me, bro. Like some One Piece chapters have some insanely emotional moments at the end of a chapter, bro. That's how I felt reading this week's Hunter x Hunter chapter. Tracing back to earlier comments we sent Recon, we can most likely assume the hands were the King's Den Beast, considering its Mad Hand game. Yo, good point. Good point. So this man, the king of Kaiken, his Nen Beast is Truth from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, bro. That junk is the truth. It has a gate and everything, coach. It has a gate and everything. Yo, Ryzen, my boy Rodney, man, what's good? I'm very upset for Kacho's death, man. Out of all the main princes that got a lot of spotlight, I loved her character a lot, and Togashi did me dirty, man. Togashi did Kacho dirty, bro. He really, really did, coach. Because it's like, from now on, whenever we see these two characters, we're going to see Kacho's body, but we're going to know that it's not Kacho, bro. That it's Kacho's Nen Beast without you. Dang, man. I can't blame you for being highly upset, bro. I really, really can't blame you for being highly upset. Aragi says, she was a great character, and it's not even over. Watch it when Fugetsu realizes it's only a Nen Beast. Oh, my God, bro. What a panel will that be, man? Whenever she realizes, oh, jeez. That's gonna be painful, dog. That's gonna be painful. Goodness gracious, man. If I ain't wrong, the banquet is going to end in a few minutes. Wish Togashi showed us some princesses chats before the twins escaping. Is the banquet really going to end in a couple minutes? I mean, I know that the main event is next, which would have been the two the two princes, but do you think after that that's going to be it? Because Togashi has a lot planned for this banquet, man. I'm not necessarily sure. I mean, I know what you're saying. Like the banquet itself, like this entire event, is probably going to end soon. But I still think that what's about to go down is going to go down, man. Exactly, Uchiha Shadow. This is only the beginning. It's going to get much worse. It's going to get much worse, yo. Goodness gracious. Next chapter, we know Togashi's going to continue right from the last page. To the Sandwich is going to cry. Yo, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Tedesnich crying, bro. Good God, man. That by itself would be a panel of the week worthy moment, dude. Can you imagine that? Final page was the final combo in a fighting game, which results in a KO without question. Without question. It was Akuma's legendary ultra combo finish in Street Fighter. That thing always finishes you off. Whenever you are at least half health. I mean, Akuma's ultra combo finish takes you out in an instant. I'm a Cammy main, so Cammy's, even though it does do a lot of damage, it doesn't do as much damage as at least from what I remember in Street Fighter 4. But in Street Fighter 5, Cammy's doesn't do much damage. In Street Fighter 4, all ultra combo finishes did about the same. But in Street Fighter 5, you can like hit that thing like 3 times in a match. You know what I'm saying? But Let me see. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go on for 5 more minutes because I gotta get going, and I want to get everything that I need to get done before I go to work, or even because if I get everything done, even before I go to work, bro, I might be able to watch this JoJo episode, man, and that'll be exciting. But if not, then I'll just do that. I'll just do that either when I get home or tomorrow or something. But we'll see what happens. Togashi out here treating Kacho like Ponzu and Chimera Ants. Nah, man, nothing will really ever be like Ponzu, bro. Ponzu got smoked. At the very least, Kacho got an insanely incredible story that's now going to have all of us remembering Kacho's character. Ponzu got smoked, and to this day, we have no idea what happened to Ponzu, bro. Like, you know how many things were implied happened that Chimera Ant did to Ponzu, bro? That thing was just the filing of a human body, dog. That was dirty. That was flipping dirty, bro. Goodness gracious. Do you think Panther Troop gonna get involved with all the princess stuff? Absolutely, without question. Especially with how do I put it? I don't think they're going to voluntarily be involved in the princess stuff, but I do think that at some point in time, their goals are going to intertwine, and their stories are going to intertwine, and they're going to end up clashing. How many of them end up clashing is yet to be seen, but there will be some meetings between troop members and princess, without question, to me at least. We need an anime to listen to Basho's lit rap. Yo, that's a fact. Yo, Basho was going in. Did you see him, man? Man was emceeing hard in the beginning of the chapter. Traditionalists will say of Melody, her music is so beautiful. I must add her to my collection. Yo, Family Guy 10 is sick in the head, but because that is so Togashi, bro. Can you imagine that? Yo, Family Guy 10 just dropped a hard spoiler for next week's chapter because I can see Tedesnitch saying that. Can you imagine that? Like, we see a panel of Tedesnitch crying. And the following panel afterwards is a panel of him smiling, like with this evil smile. And he states that right there. He states, her music is so beautiful, I must add her to my collection. That's a flipping fact, bro. That's a flipping fact, man. Holy flagnards. Let me see. Remember the grave room for the princes? Well, with Kacho's body somewhere out in the sea, will the ritual even work, or does the Nen Beast work? That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Because, yeah, there is a grave room, or we know there's a grave room, but would it still work with a Nen Beast? Because technically the Nen Beast is just taking the form, right? It's not the actual body. But the body is captured out at sea. Unless the King of Kaiken, with his ability, perhaps the soul has been taken, and the soul is currently lighting. Remember that one energy gauge that was in the grave in that room with all of their caskets and graves? Maybe the soul is what's required to activate that gauge. Not sure. I'm sad because Fuchin doesn't know her sister's dead. Reminds me of the fact that Killua doesn't know about Goto's death. They're being fooled. Yo, man. I forgot about that, bro. That's a flipping shoot. Togashi in hiding deaths, man. Good lord. Let me see. Versus like buttons, family. There's nothing enough. Yeah, man. Like the stream, guys. Like the stream, man. We'll be in like swimwear coach. Hunter, awesome sauce, man. I really appreciate it, yeah. About the body, I'm pretty sure the lifeboat got retrieved or will be. They weren't even far. It was as soon as it was out. But I'm pretty sure the lifeboat got retrieved. Yeah, that is a good point about the lifeboat possibly getting retrieved, or that it will get retrieved. Because the King of Kaiken must have felt some sort of, well, then again, the Nen Beast acts on its own. So I'm not even sure. But yeah, that is true. They weren't even far, honestly. One of those Nen Beasts have 10,000 hands, but he also eats soul. Sick in the head. That's a fact. That is a hard fact, yo. That is a hard fact. We'll see how to don't underestimate the speed of the whale. That is also a good point on Edward's part. Because if the whale is moving at a pretty fast speed, nothing's just going to be lost out in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Guy's whole family died and he wanted to die in a righteous way, but at least he died saving the girls. Yeah, Giorno Giovanna, man. I think that's what also made that portion 10 times sadder, is the fact that he ended everything all to get these princes out of there, and one of them still didn't make it. It's like, wow, man, it doubles the sadness. You know what I'm saying? You guys think the boat will sink? That is definitely a possibility. We were talking about that as a theory in the chapter stream, or in the stream before Hunter x Hunter came back. There was a lot of people. I remember in the comments that was a huge thing about the boat possibly sinking, and or it starts sinking here, and something will have to happen after that. And that is a huge possibility for sure. When is the next live recons piece coming up? The next live recons piece is going to be with myself and Sticker Trigger. We're going to be going over, I mean, by the time that we end up doing that stream, which I really, really want to do next week, and I know I said it last week, but I really want to do it next week, especially since there's going to be no One Piece chapter. I really want to do that live recons piece with Sticker, going over his journey with One Piece so far. I know that he just finished Skypiea, so we'll have a lot to talk about. And by the time that the stream goes live, probably even farther. So that'll be the next live recon piece for sure. Let me see. And then Joey G says, yes, please, please do more streams for every Hunter x Hunter chapter. Trust me, yo. Every Hunter x Hunter chapter, as long as my internet is good, every Hunter x Hunter chapter from here until it goes back on hiatus is gonna get a live reaction stream just like this. That's the plan. I love doing these, man. I love doing this for Hunter x Hunter because with Hunter before, on the old channel, I never did live reactions for Hunter x Hunter because I said I would much rather dissect the chapter and then come back and do a long discussion about it. And then I did a reaction to that one Chrollo versus Hisoka chapter. And then I went back to doing the discussions and reviews. And then one day I decided to read a chapter live. And the chapter that really, not really live, but the chapter that really, really made me want to do live reactions for Hunter x Hunter is the chapter when all of the princes, even more than the Hisoka going back and bodying the troop members, Hisoka versus Chrollo, even more than all that, the one chapter that really, really made me want to do live reactions for Hunter x Hunter again is the chapter whenever all the princes' abilities got revealed. I believe that's chapter 362. I had so much fun reading that chapter that I said, you know what, man, I want to do reactions to Hunter x Hunter, but after the reaction, go back and really talk about the chapter with y'all. And now that I bought this new equipment, I'm able to do live streams more frequently. So that's why I decided I want to do reactions, streams, discussions for Hunter x Hunter for every single chapter. There's almost always a lot to talk about, and I really, really do enjoy reading the chapters because it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing as it was beforehand. I know a lot of people prefer the discussion review style, but personally, I'm really enjoying the current style of doing streams because I get to actually interact with y'all and talk to y'all because a lot of y'all bring up a lot of great ideas, and it's live, it's happening right here, and I just like doing it for Hunter x Hunter. So that's why I do it. Let me see. Yo, Hassan, man, my boy, what's good, Hassan, bro? It's good to see you around here, my man. All right, I'm gonna read these last couple comments right here, and then I'm gonna end the stream for that Hunter x Hunter greatness, yo. And by the way, if the lighting bothered anybody, man, I greatly apologize. I'm still not used to this camera in the daytime, which is why I've been using it. Well, I've only been able to use it at nighttime, but every single time I do a daytime stream, it feels like I'm glowing. So I apologize if it's way too bright out here, man. But let me see. I was thinking Melody will become City's bodyguard if the princes have that power, therefore should be saved, and they can talk about the Devil's the Devil Sonata. That's a fact, yo. Interesting thought, Edward. Interesting thought. I think because Melody still has to stay alive for that concept, man. For the Devil Sonata, bro. Yo. Man. Man, everything has picked up tenfold. It's been going ham. Togashi, all that setup is paying off, and it's so good. Yo, what's going on, Luke Shinigami, bro? Are you making it an afterthoughts video on 920? Yes, I am. I have a lot of notes that I took in the Book of Legend. I have a lot of notes in the Wano Reverie Book of Legend for the chapter 920 afterthoughts. I just don't know if I want to do it live or if I want to do it off air. But I have a lot of notes and I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to wait for the Viz translation or not this time, but because JoJo Part 5 is coming out, I want to dedicate time to that, of course. But aside from that, and aside from the opening tomorrow, the number one thing that I really want to do is that afterthoughts video. And I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about, man. There's a lot of possibilities, so we'll definitely do that for sure. We'll definitely do that. I'm just not sure if I want to do a live stream or if I want to do it off air for that afterthoughts video for One Piece. We'll see what happens. 10 out of 10 chapter. We understand standing together until these 10 weeks end. Don't let art or pacing slander get to you. Let me see. That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. We understand that, yo, man. Couldn't agree more. It's like when Hunter x Hunter is not there, we're waiting for it to come back. And when it's here, we're grateful for the fact that it's here, man. We enjoy it till the very end, dog. We enjoy it till the very end. Do it live. All right, I'll do it live. I'll do the Recon Space live. Or not the Recon Space, I'm sorry, the Afterthoughts. I'll do the Afterthoughts live. Whenever it does happen, I'll do it live. But yeah, guys, I'm going to have to go ahead and get going because I really want to get all of my stuff done. And then hopefully some JoJo later on in the night, man. It's going to be sick. I really hope, man, if I get all my stuff done, I might be able to watch JoJo before I leave. I might be able to watch JoJo whenever I leave. But Migs and Ronan, what I'm going to do is, since you guys said that you wanted it to be live, this time I think I'm going to announce it before I go live because I know a lot of people end up missing the stream live for the afterthoughts. So this time I'm going to announce it beforehand. So let's just say if I decide to do the stream, I don't flipping know. Let's just say like tomorrow or Monday or whatever the case may be. I'll announce it in the morning, and then we'll go on from there. Because I'm like, man, I should have announced it. Whenever I go live, like on the spur of the moment, I'm like flipping fly around. I should have announced it because then whenever I see comments of I missed it, I'm like, it's my fault because I didn't announce it beforehand. But I'll see y'all next time, man. Have an awesome sauce of a day. This was an excellent chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Definitely one of the saddest moments for me in probably the series, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That junk hit home. This entire chapter was incredible, and that panel with Melody is probably my favorite panel that he's drawn since he's come back. But that final page, that's one of the best pages in the Dark Continent arc thus far, and that's saying something, man. I'll see y'all next time, yo. I hope all of you have an awesome sauce of a day. JoJo greatness is incoming, and it's gonna be a good day, man. It's gonna be a good day, bro. Shout out to Togashi for always being sick in the head and for always delivering, man. Freaking Togashi, dog.